You did see, I guess, some new parts of Canada, but we rehashed a reasonably half old, half new piece of Canada on Saturday night. They replayed the CBC Tragically Hip concert. Do you watch any of it?
I taped it.
Okay.
Or I PVR'd it, Matt.
Yeah, I was going to say, you may be the only guy I believe when he says he taped it.
And honest to God, we had this conversation on the way over here, and I'm like, I always take flack for saying I recorded it.
Yeah. Well,
but it's
I know what you meant.
But I did, and I'm like, and then I said taped it. I just PVR'd it.
Okay.
What I did do was I took down the album.
Yeah. So they last Thursday or Friday.
Friday, I believe.
Yeah, put out some highlights, live shows from across that final tour.
29 songs.
Yeah, I think they called it a double or a triple album if you're buying the physical copy. Yeah. I got to be honest with you, it didn't, and if you, good listener, if you missed it, we had Rob Johnston on the show, Technical Productions by Rob Johnston.
Johnston.
Yep. To talk about it last week. That's up at talkandaudio.com right now if you missed it, or on the podcast feed. Lots of his experiences working with the hip, some of his favorite shows, some of mine, just sort of having a conversation about whether it made sense to rebroadcast the thing or whether you should let sleeping dogs lie, or
just let the moment be the moment.
Yeah. And when it came around, that was sort of where I came down on. Now, to be fair, this was something that they 5 or 8 years ago put up for sale on iTunes or Apple. So I already owned it and have watched it once or twice since. Okay. So I did not require a CBC, but they were obviously trying to rebroadcast the community feel of it. And there were some parties here and there. And I did see enough people when I checked online this morning talking about having rewatched it and having enjoyed it. So in that regard, I don't think it hurt anything. It's a Saturday night in August. What else does the CBC have? But I don't know if it was really, whether you needed to hit that again. I think it was very special in that time and place, in that moment. My experience, frankly, watching it that night stunk. I was pissed at myself for making a bad decision on where to watch that. But I have seen it since, so maybe I didn't need it. And it seemed like it sort of was reasonably successful in bringing everyone back in. I did see a couple of people said there was no way to plan it this way, but having it come on the heels of the broken down trade conversations with the Americans, everyone feeling a little extra patriotic that day, maybe that would have helped a little bit. But yeah.
It's interesting because, as I said, I haven't watched it, but I listened to the album.
Did you watch it the first time?
I did, in its entirety.
Okay.
And it was a great set list.
Yes, it was.
That final show in Kingston.
Yep.
The 29-song album, man, there's got some stuff I don't care if I ever hear again.
Sure.
On it, right? Like there's just things.
But that was the whole point for them, was pull out a couple of things.
100%. I understand that. That I'm like, can you just play the first 7 albums? Can we do that? So what my takeaway from it was, in listening back to it, was, and if you recall, you saw 2 shows on that final tour. Right. I didn't see any, because you and I were at 2 of the same concerts in 2015 when they were doing
same tour,
fully, completely sort of reboot album, right? The 22nd anniversary of...
Yeah, which was weird. They were calling it the 20th anniversary tour. It was not, but yeah, we saw them in Oshawa.
4 rows from super uptight.
Yeah, and that was a fantastic show.
The best hip show I ever saw was that show in Oshawa.
And then we were both there with other people in Ottawa at Blues Fest that year.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it makes it memorable for me, and maybe it's because I already had this set list and this tour in that tight Oshawa setting, that small arena that was awesome. There's something about the fact that it poured all night.
And it poured.
That added to just a different experience, right? And I went with our friend Amy, and we still call it the night the rain came down berserk, right? From the song lyric and whatever else. And we had a blast. But it was, at times torrential.
I hated it.
Okay.
And I actually...
To me, it gave it some charm. We still laugh. Like, we've got selfies coming home, like, both looking like drowned rats. Like, clothes stuck to your hair, just...
When it was cold.
It was cold.
It was for a July day.
Yeah.
It was pouring rain, and it was like
And it had rained all day.
12 degrees or whatever it was. And so it was cold for July. And I'd seen them 5 or 6 times before this. So I'm like, let's go.
Okay.
And the way better half was like, no, we've made it this far.
Ride it out, yeah.
Let's ride it out. And in the encores was the only time I'd ever seen them do long time running live.
Yeah.
Way worth holding on
100%, man.
to the end to see that live.
Yep.
And it was awesome.
It's still, that's a goosebump song to see live.
Wow, right now, I'm talking about it. It makes me feel special.
Yeah.
So when I was hesitant in 2016 because the 2 final shows in 2015, because I've seen Bad Gourd.
So I brought this up with Rob. Okay. You and I were also both at 2013 Blues Fest, and Gourd was not good. I don't know what he was doing that night. I don't know if there was a little extra beforehand, whatever was going on. And to his credit, or whatever you would want to say, like Rob Johnston's, I don't really think I have those experiences with Gourd. I'm like, well, good for you then, right? Like, I hope that's true.
That's not true.
Okay.
Sorry, Rob Johnston.
And but I said, like, that, I had 2 experiences out of the 12 times I've seen the Hip where Gourd was sort of doing his own thing, right? Like, and that's the best I could describe it. Yeah. And he's singing and he's doing but he's sort of doing that thing that you're sort of off tempo just a little. Like, you're singing and you're whatever, but we want to sing along with you, and you weren't letting us. And that's the best way I could describe 2013 was they played some good enough songs.
Yes.
The set list wasn't terrible, but his version of those songs that night were different somehow.
Like, I remember Blow It High Dough, which is maybe one of the encores.
Sure.
And I'm like, I don't know what song this is.
Right.
Like, that's a song I know like the back of my hand.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I don't even know what he's doing here.
Right.
So in hindsight, when I look at the 2016 concerts through that lens, there's times where Gourd is clearly powering through, like he's sort of yelling.
Yes.
But I've seen worse Gourd.
Oh, yeah.
Than in all those shows from 2016.
So you were probably not familiar since your Facebook page was taken away from you a very long time ago. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd be very active. Yeah.
Yes.
There's something called Facebook Memories. And on a certain, any day you log in, it's whatever, it's August 12th, you can see, if you want, different things you've posted on previous August 12ths. And I checked this a couple times during the anniversaries of the nights that I had seen them. And then I checked it again on the anniversary of the final show, which was actually Thursday. They didn't replay it till Saturday, but and at like 8:04 p.m. or whatever during the first song, I had just posted with nothing else, just oh no, like ellipses, and that made me want to rewatch the beginning a little. And you can tell he's fighting it during the very first song. Like he's sort of not quite there. Now, the rest of the night would go incredible. Both times I saw them live were incredible.
Yes.
But you can sort of tell there was moments he was battling a little bit. And you would be, right? Like, of course you would.
Rank answer. Hello.
My memory a little affected. And one of the things I said to Rob, and it sounds like similar, Rob Johnston, it sounds like similar to you, having seen good Gourd and bad Gourd, and then 2015 sort of being a good and bad experience for you. I got to go to the second of 3 shows in Toronto. It was supposed to be the last show in Toronto. They added a third and whatever. And I've told the story before, so I won't get into it again. You already know it. My sister texts me the next day and says, I know some people who are wanting to get rid of floor seats that, they can't use. And I actually had to wrestle with it. Like, it had been a bit of a thing the night before. Like, I've said goodbye to my favorite band. Yes. Do I want to
do it again?
Yeah. Like, I don't want to exaggerate. Do I want to reopen that wound just to close it again or whatever? And so I had said to her, if you really want to go, I'm happy to go again. I will absolutely go with you. If you're sending this to me because I'm a huge fan, I'm good, right? Like, we can let this pass.
I've done it.
Yeah. And she sure enough wanted to go. So we went, and it was great to see twice. But yeah, there is a certain amount of similar to what you're talking about after seeing 13 and 15, how bad do I want to try again in 16? For me, it was that second night in Toronto was fantastic.
That
and I've
second night in Toronto
doesn't quite roll off the tongue the same way. But I've come to terms with it. I assumed that would be the... Do I want to roll the dice again in 4 nights and hope for as good? Now, it turned out to be fine, but...
Well, and as it turns out, the reason, ultimately, like I said, I had the great Oshawa experience in 2015.
Snap that sentence out of context.
And I've had many
great Oshawa experience.
Great Oshawa moments. Really, I have. But the reason I couldn't go too was, I had some interesting court issues.
Sure.
Which is probably part of the reason your sister could go. Was the reason I couldn't go. I couldn't afford to go because I was...
It's a little inside baseball for some of you people, but yeah, that's... no, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, for sure it is. But that's part of the reason. I just don't... I don't have the expendable cash, but...
The day the tickets went on sale, I had an army of people at work. Like, I had a HIP account, and so you got the pre-sale. And so I sent it to like as many people as, and there was a max of 4 tickets, and I sent it to 10 or 12 people saying, let's get, and like each of them would be like, well, who's going to be the 4? I'm like, well, that depends which one you get through.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not making any promises
this
for
is
anything.
A spider web kind of thing, right? We're going to see what happens.
Like my dad is, and he'll tell you, he's like the least tech savvy guy in the world. I've got him at 10 a.m. on his laptop. We're doing this, Dad. Like, you're trying for Tragically Hip tickets today. So
perfect.
Yeah, it was beauty. I knew he wouldn't want to use one of the tickets either. So anyway, it ended up being one of my buddies who got through, and we got to go. And anyway,
there'll be a donut time gift card in it for you, Dad, if you can make this happen.
That's more like, what is the? I mess this up all the time, and I won't be able to give you enough information. West of here, there's that tool and equipment store. Like halfway out to he loves that place anyway. And,
Lee Valley Tools?
Yes. That would have been the gift card, not a donut.
That's in Nepean, actually, not...
Well, that's west of here.
Yeah, okay, but you said about halfway to Perth. I'm like...
Well, how deep into Nepean are we?
Well, there's Canada on the other side, which is where
I live. Is that really where it is? Is it Nepean?
Yes.
I thought there was another one out on the highway, like halfway.
No, it's on the highway,
yeah,
but
okay.
it's Pinecrest. That's like where the IKEA is.
I should probably do more shopping for him there.
Lee Valley Tools, man. Anyways, right there.
Okay.
I did it, though. See, despite your bullshit directions.
That's true. Okay.
Yay, Rob.
Yeah. Nope. Pump brakes.